Jeffrey Houseman Clemens isn't just a drummer, he's a groove philosopher. As the rhythmic force and founding member of G Love and Special Sauce, he has spent decades turning rhythm into poetry and backbeat into heartbeat. His drumming defined the band's signature blend of hip-hop, blues, funk, and laid-back soul, a sound that somehow feels both timeless and effortlessly cool. For over 30 years, Houseman's rhythm has been the glue that holds the vibe together, a steady pulse behind every rhyme, riff, and riff of harmonica. Born and raised in the musical melting pot of Philadelphia, Clemens grew up surrounded by rhythm. The city's deep jazz history and thriving soul scene left an indelible mark on him. He learned early on that drumming wasn't about flash or speed. It was about feel. The groove had to move people, not just impress them. His influences ranged from legends like Clyde Stubblefield, Art Blakey, and Bernard Purdie to the funk of the Meters and the hip-hop of the early East Coast pioneers. Each left fingerprints on his playing, but when Clemens sat behind the kit, the sound was uniquely his own. In the early 1990s, Clemens crossed paths with a young, harmonica-wielding singer-songwriter named Garrett Dutton, better known as G Love. Along with bassist Jimmy Jazz Prescott, they formed G Love and Special Sauce in 1993. The trio wasn't easy to categorize. They mixed Delta blues with hip-hop beats, jazz with surf rock, and street poetry with laid-back funk. And at the center of it all was Houseman's beat. Slinky, swinging, and completely unmistakable. Their self-titled debut album, G Love and Special Sauce, 1994, was a revelation. Songs like Cold Beverage and Baby's Got Sauce introduced a new kind of groove to the 1990s alternative scene. Playful, soulful, and built on Houseman's easy shuffle and deep pocket. While G Love's vocals and charisma brought the stories, Clemens' drumming gave them swagger. He made the band move like a city sidewalk in summer, relaxed, funky, and full of life. Throughout the band's evolution, Houseman remained the constant, a drummer with the rare ability to play around the beat without ever losing it. His sense of timing wasn't mechanical, it was human. On stage, he became a living metronome with soul, blending jazz finesse with hip-hop swing. From the jazzy bounce of blues music to the swampy pulse of stepping stones, his drumming gave G Love and Special Sauce their signature warmth. Clemens also brought a deep sense of musical brotherhood to the group. Known for his calm energy and generosity, he was the grounding force during the band's highs and lows. When the trio took breaks and pursued solo ventures, Houseman stayed close to the rhythm, producing, collaborating, and mentoring younger musicians in the Philadelphia scene. His nickname, Houseman, wasn't just about his rhythmic foundation. It reflected his presence, steady, reliable, and full of heart. Beyond the stage, Clemens' approach to drumming is almost spiritual. He often describes rhythm as conversation, a dialogue between body and soul, between listener and performer. Watching him play live is a masterclass in subtlety. He doesn't overpower the music, he lifts it. Every snare crack, every brush sweep feels intentional, a small act of storytelling through percussion. The chemistry between Clemens, G Love, and Jimmy Jazz remains one of the most enduring in modern alternative music. Together, they built a sound that inspired countless artists and defied genre boundaries. Their influence can be heard in everything from Jack Johnson and Slightly Stoopid to the Black Keys and Citizen Cope, artists who found their own groove somewhere between the blues and the beat. Over 3 decades, G Love and Special Sauce has toured relentlessly, and Houseman's drumming has never lost its pulse. Whether on the dusty groove of rodeo clowns, the bluesy swagger of shooting hoops, or the reflective tone of Love Saves the Day, Clemens brings authenticity and warmth to every note. His style reminds us that rhythm is more than timing. It's emotion, identity, and connection. In an age of electronic precision and digital perfection, Jeffrey Houseman Clemens remains gloriously human. His drumming breathes, it sweats, it smiles. He reminds us that great rhythm doesn't just make you move, it makes you feel. Clemens' story isn't about fame or spotlight, it's about soul and service to the groove. In the history of American music, where rhythm has always told the truth, the Houseman's beat will forever echo as a voice of sincerity, the sound of real, living rhythm keeping time with the heart.